What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for another Cube World. Isn't it beautiful? How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I know it's been a little while since we had our last episode. Been very, very busy, so you'll have to be patient with me. But ended up getting lots and lots of feedback on that first episode, and I want to say thank you to every one of you, by the way. And also, before we get started, we'd very much appreciate if you would hit that like button for me. Helps me out more than you know. Now, a lot of you ended up telling me all sorts of things about the game, but most of all, different world seeds that were going to grant us legendary lanterns, because that's pretty much like the biggest item that you can actually end up getting out of the game, at least as far as the shops are concerned and stuff like that, right? Because I mean, honestly speaking, I don't even know if I ever ended up getting a legendary lantern out of my first Cube World series. Maybe I did. I don't know. Why do I somehow remember that you could chop these down? I think I'm just losing my marbles. But needless to say, we are actually going to be going with a, the seed is 5790. This one was sent to me on Twitter by @Jonasad. So thank you for that one, buddy. Lots of you ended up giving me suggestions about different ones, but I just ended up taking that one just because it was the easiest for me to copy and paste, right? It was the first one I saw. So anyways, I want to try and see if we can end up finding the general store and taking a peek at this before we go off on our adventure once again today. There we go. The bag always means general goods. Man, these roofs are tiny. Hey, you. Okay, where is it? Is that... Ooh. That's beautiful, and only 4 copper as well? Really? I'll take it. Like, seriously. Why wouldn't I? Can we equip it? Oh, there we go. I think we did it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we can sell that one for 2. That was almost the same price. This bow I found in the woods made out of a stick is even better. Like, seriously. Okay, this is for a ranger, so we don't need it. Should I be reluctant to sell these? I don't really care, but you know what we are going to grab is some of these, ooh, a formula. That's for a mage, so we could probably just sell that because honestly speaking, we're never going to end up using it. But most of all, we need to get as many of these glass flasks as possible. These golden nuggets I think could actually be used on pieces of gear, but we'll see what ends up happening with that. This is for a warrior, this is for a ranger. We could buy bombs, but that's okay, we don't really need them, and we cannot actually use the hang glider or boats until way later, let alone we can't actually like, we can't even afford those anyways. Oh my goodness gracious, way too many items. No thank you. So let's just grab a bunch of these, maybe up to 15. That should be enough potions, right? And then otherwise, ooh, that is a beautiful lamp. I mean, you can't really see it as much just because it's daytime, but needless to say, yeah, that's actually a really big deal. Okay, where is our dungeon? There it is. So we're gonna head in the direction of this dungeon. Don't know if we're gonna have enough time to end up exploring it, unfortunately, folks, but the biggest reason why, like, normally I would just make a cut and go, there is nothing special. Oh, okay. Normally I would just make a cut and go into the wilderness over there and get our way over to the dungeon, but the fact of the matter is that I don't think we're going to be strong enough to actually handle that dungeon even when we end up actually getting there, because the dungeons in this game are very, very powerful, and especially right now, like, we're not even, like, we're just level 1. We haven't even gotten a full level yet off of the random enemies out in the wilderness, which means that we don't have any of our abilities. Like, we don't even have intercept, which is move quickly to a selected location and attack close enemies with your special ability. I'm pretty sure that's just a dash forward teleport, but honestly speaking, I never ended up playing that far into the rogue class, because on my previous Let's Play like a million zillion years ago, I was actually the mage. We want to stay away from those guys. And I think I got to like level 100 or something on him. What is the max level, by the way? If anybody knows, please leave it in the comments, because I'd be very curious to know, because I've actually seen a couple people keep saying, dude, I'm actually max level in this game, and it's like, that's really cool, but what's max level? Like, I don't even know. Is it... I know that you can get over 100. Is max level 999? Because that would be pretty insane. I wish that we actually had access to our glider. I'm so used to... for those that don't know and are just tuning into this series exclusively, but man alive, is this beautiful. I'm going to take a screeny weenie of this. Okay, it doesn't actually let me, so never mind. But Trove, which is pretty much like the main series on the channel, very similar to Cube World. In a lot of ways, the Trove developers ended up copying many features from Cube World, including the hang glider, except in Cube World, I'm pretty sure you can actually gain altitude, right? If you end up timing it properly. Maybe you can't, I honestly don't really know. But anyway, that big bull enemy over there, very beautiful, but man alive, he would destroy my face. All these enemies are actually really powerful around here. That's why they have the red indicator on their names, right? Are you evil as well? Weird person in the distance. At least we could sleep, which is gonna recover our health. And I forget, but does sleeping in a bed actually make time pass faster? I seem to recall that for some weird reason. Maybe you could only ever use the inn to skip to the daytime. I love traveling to cities of different lands. Okay, that's cool. There are different biomes in the game, of course. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they definitely are around. I'm hoping we can actually find an enemy that we can take on. Oh man, so gorgeous. An enemy that we could take on and actually like try to get some XP here. Well, I guess we're already here. These guys are blue, so we should be good. The other thing too is I'm trying to get in the habit of spamming our mouse too. I could be rolling around on the floor like a freak, but that's okay. We don't really need to. Wow, only 1 XP per, really? That's right, I remember. The amount of experience that you actually get from most enemies is not like... It's pretty brutal in this game, honestly, because that means, I mean, at least we got 3 and 2 from those extra ones, but the fact of the matter is, man alive, like, I don't know if in this series, like, we'll see how long it ends up lasting. It definitely depends how long the game ends up keeping my interest and how long all of you guys and gals are into watching it before it ends up getting too repetitive, right? Of course, if the game ever does end up actually updating, that would be amazing. Can you put your weapons away and sleep in the bed? There we go. But yeah, anyways, needless to say, I don't know if we're ever gonna end up getting like to a high level in this game. Most of all, I want to be able to experience the dungeon, the mounts, maybe get to hang gliding if we can, and to the oceans if we end up actually finding an ocean biome, and probably explore each of the biomes, and then that might be it. We'll see what ends up happening. I could be quite satisfied. Oh yeah, the turtle's actually a very deadly opponent because it kind of spins around like a Koopa troop and just does constant damage. I almost forgot and was about to attack them, but oh man, now there's trolls all around too. This is a terrible place. I really wish we could get this beautiful corgi. Are you a corgi? I don't know what it is, but can we take him on? Let's find out. Whatever. I don't care, you're a sweet little Doge, I know, I really need you as an ally, but right now I just need the XP, okay? So just die for me. Thank you. Oh man, you're so mean in this game, like seriously. Ooh. Well, a nice big open field. Ooh, and one of those bull enemies. It takes a long time before you end up being able to actually take those enemies on. Granted, if I was more skilled at the combat, I'm pretty sure you can actually time and fight some of the very powerful enemies in the game if you're rolling properly. But even then, we don't really have that much stamina in the first place, so it's not like it's, you know, it's not really gonna end up working out, right? What were these enemies over here that I ended up seeing? Ooh, cows. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just take it on and see. I forgot these guys are really tanky. That's one of the things that's kind of cool about this game. Oh my goodness gracious, is that as an ally, like as far as an ally is concerned, you can end up actually choosing, like we might want to choose a cow as an ally specifically because of the high amount of health that it ends up having, being a very good tanking ally. Ooh, we leveled up, nice. Okay, so before we end up getting your pets become stronger, I'm pretty sure we have to have this at level 1 before we can get a pet, which would be very good for us because then we can end up having a pet to actually take aggro and stuff like that. Climbing, more effective climbing, enable faster swimming, but I want this ability above all else. Oh, we can get a second ability. Okay, so we gotta get this. This one, I forget if we have to have our pet master has to be at level 5 or 10 or something like that before we can get to the riding. But yeah, definitely want to grab these. We're gonna have to get this as high, as powerful as we can as well. But at least we can end up taming some creatures. Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful attack, like seriously. So that means you know what else we could end up doing? We could actually use that to do this. Oh, it's got a cooldown. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Ooh. A fruit basket. That's food. That's to tame a creature. I forget which animal that tames. Oh my goodness. You know what? I should probably look that up, but I'll do that before we get to the next episode for sure, because I want to at least get up to this dungeon today, even if we don't end up being powerful enough to actually take it on. Is a fruit basket for these guys, I wonder? Where is the fruit basket, actually? Oh, it's under the pet stuff. Can we just right-click it? Okay, there we go. Do you like this? Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't like it. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe the fruit basket was for a different type of pet. I forget what the button is to pull that fruit out, but whatever. We'll do that another time. Otherwise, oh, man, I hear mages behind us fighting around as well. That's the thing that is a little bit disappointing just because of the sounds being very unbalanced with this game. Oh, hey! Is that we're probably not gonna end up being able to have that good sound. Whoa, man! That guy is a boss enemy. Oh, boy. Why did we not end up using our pot? Are we legit out of potions? Whoa! Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. 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 No! No! Why are you only fighting me? Why aren't you fighting them? Please, Rock Tumbler. Dude, go away! Seriously, dude! Leave me alone! Now we're getting attacked by a random mage! Oh, dude, no, this is terrible! I don't want to end up respawning. Okay, we gotta try and figure... We can't go into our inventory while we're running. Okay, that's perfect. That's just great. Well, you know what? You guys go ahead and be evil. Do whatever you gotta do. I have to make these pots. We need water flasks. Oh, we need to go and get water out of it. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? Where's some water? Because that's what we need, right? We need the... Oh, man. Is that water down there at all? Nope. Anywhere on the map? Oh, it's way behind us. Oh, geez. Well, I guess I'm heading back. Man alive, I forgot how brutal this game is. We're at one hit right here just because all these enemies have not given me a break. Okay, so where do we get the water flask? There we go. We actually have to craft these one at a time? Really? Ooh, that's gross. Well, I guess I'm gonna craft all these and then craft us up some health potions. Come to think of it, I think that the dungeon that we came to over here, that big Geodude enemy, was actually the boss. So it's not necessarily a dungeon exactly, as much as it is just a random mountain that we have to kind of scale here and hopefully be able to defeat him. The fact that the text is kind of a light blue tells me that we might actually stand a chance against this dude. Could be dead wrong about that. We'll see what happens. I mean, now that we've got a couple of potions, we might actually stand a chance, but honestly, I don't really know. Hopefully, I can end up getting him caught on something, maybe? Oh boy. I don't want to attract too many enemies at once, though, is the problem. That was the thing that was actually really good about magic characters, is you could end up getting enemies caught down low. That bot is actually really, really skilled. You could get enemies caught down low and actually kill them from a very high place. Okay, let's just drink some of our pots right here. Hopefully get this guy over here nice and aggro. Yeah, we might actually be able to do this so long as we don't end up having 50 zillion enemies on us. Maybe? I mean, we do have enough potions that we should be able to tank it at least. Okay, that guy ended up dropping some money, so that's good. Oh boy. This boss is really starting to get mad. He's really getting mad and doing his flips and craziness. That's the thing, is the bosses can end up— No! Seriously, this game! Man alive! Stupid wandering mobs! So now we got a really high level mage coming in. Perfect timing. And we're not gonna be able to— I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, folks. I don't think so. I mean, maybe we'll just be able to if I can skillfully do a nice ballet around this other Uggles mage. But we gotta try and stay close enough for the— okay, maybe he's not high level enough after all. But we gotta try and stay within the range of that boss. To slay the that wasn't the ruler? Oh. I thought that was the boss. Rip me. That was the only reason why I was so intimidated. I mean, at least we got a bunch of experience there, but really? That wasn't the boss. Okay, so we might, after all, we probably won't be able to take this guy on. I thought that was him. I totally thought that was the enemy. Oh, it's the valley boss. Okay, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense for the, Sedara Valley. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we can do it. I don't really want to fight these extra mobs right here because we don't, like, the closest town is way over there. I wish we had the ability to teleport around. I'm pretty sure that you actually can very rarely end up finding warp gates out in the world. I seem to recall something like that. Honestly speaking, I don't think I ever ended up finding one on camera. Is this one of the bosses? Is this the Sedara Valley ruler? No, that's just a rockling, so that's just a normal enemy. Oh, I see. So here is the dungeon itself, is all of these random mobs that are around. Okay. Okay, the reason why we're just gonna go in and hopefully be able to do something here is because this being the dungeon enemies means that they actually have chances to drop loot. That's the big reason why those other enemies we were fighting 2 seconds ago ended up dropping, like, oh my, a biter. No, look out! Why they ended up dropping money and stuff like that is because, yeah, they were like special mobs. Okay, okay. Let's try and take this guy down. There we go. Yes, and a nice piece of armor that I really, really hope we're gonna be able to equip. I very much doubt it though, but we desperately need some actual new gear. Take that, you freak. Okay, did we end up getting something we can actually equip for warrior? Oh man, it's all gonna be for the warrior. Oh, that's right. I think this game's smart actually. And I think that they ended up dropping warrior gear because it was a warrior character we ended up killing. So we would have to actually find a rogue in order to actually get gear for ourselves. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong about that. But let's find out right here. There's the boss right over there. We're never going to be able to defeat that guy. Now, the thing you got to be very careful of when you're in these dungeons is a boss, or not a boss, but these side mobs can end up respawning while we're in the dungeon itself. So we could be standing right here trying to recover and then end up having them end up attacking our face, right? Can you come out of combat? Come out of combat. There you go. Okay, what was that other piece of gear we got? Ranger. Ugh. Yeah, well, that ends up, well, I don't know if that proves it. It half proves it because that was definitely not a character that would give us gear. There is a rogue over there, so you know what? Let's do this. At least that attack is very, very powerful. Man alive, was it ever. Okay, can we please get over the fire pit? There we go, got one of them out of the way. You are a jerk, and he is absolutely destroying my face with his nice auto aim. I just want to defeat that rogue so we can hopefully end up getting ourselves a piece of gear, hopefully. Get out of here, you! There we go, okay. We got the tough one out of the way, now we gotta take on this ninja turtle who is kicking my butt! Oh, no items. RIP! I mean, at least all of these beds are around, so it definitely makes healing a little bit more convenient. Honestly speaking, I think if you're outside of combat long enough, your health should just auto-regen. But that's just kind of how I think most games should be, right? Oh my goodness gracious, this rogue character is very powerful. I keep... I'm too used to the potions in Trove, man. I use the potion once and just assume it's gonna, like, end up fully healing me. Not realizing that we're actually, like, we actually have to wait for the potion to heal over time. It's kind of like a regen. There we go, we got some daggers. We got some daggers. Or a dagger, anyways. Okay, okay. You are going to die, you stupid idiot! I don't care who you are. You go ahead and sit down forever, okay? I'm gonna have a seat in their chair. Actually, no, we should go over here because we should be regenning while we're in the middle of all this, right? Now, unfortunately, I can already just say clearly we are not going to be able to defeat that boss at all. What? So this dagger is just worse? Or, well, it's got, yeah, it's just worse. I mean, it's got tempo, which is just the attack speed, 0.7%, which might be better. Can we dual wield? Ooh, we can. Okay, this might be good. Maybe. Let's try it out on an enemy, because that's one thing that I do remember about this game is the stats. You can't really go by the numbers so much. You just kind of gotta try it out for yourself and see whether or not it ends up working. So fighting this mole enemy here. We definitely are doing quite a bit of damage to him, but that could have also just been because it was a single enemy for sure, and we actually focused him. But I'm just gonna naturally say, like, let's fight these humanoids here, because we fought them 2 seconds ago. I like how that guy was just perched on the wall. We might have a little bit more knockdown with the dagger, though. But otherwise, the attacking is pretty much the exact same. That is one of the strongest attacks in the game, by the way, what the warrior ends up doing, because it's an insta-cast, and it wrecks your face. Like, seriously. The warriors end up being very, very powerful, not to mention, well, all the classes end up actually being very powerful, honestly speaking. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end up swapping back to our beautiful fist weapon, because this is not, it's not, I mean, it's got, the crit is nice on it, but yeah, I like using our fisticuffs anyways. But you know what, folks? I'm noticing that we are on time, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to tackle this dungeon fully in today's episode. We might be able to tackle that guy in the next episode, but we'll end up seeing what's happening. Honestly speaking, I'm surprised that we didn't even end up getting a level up from all these enemies. The level scaling in this game is insane, like, seriously. But thank you so much for watching, very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.